the defense side, which she's very, very used to. Plus, also, jury consultant Susan Constantine is here with her take on how it is playing out for the jurors. Man, we've got the A team tonight. This is the best. All right, so I wanted you both to pick the 5 biggest wins for each side. The really interesting thing is, you as a prosecutor, you as the defense attorney, you came up with 3 of the same things. You both
independently
think you won independently, one of which was Cassie's testimony. You both think Cassie's testimony helped your side. Jesse, prosecutor Jesse, you start.
Okay, so she's the star witness. The case rises and falls with her testimony. She provided a very detailed, vivid, and descriptive account of repeated abuse that was corroborated by photo evidence, video evidence, and other people who testified. But where it becomes so important for the sex trafficking charge, and when we talk about force, fraud, coercion, I'll put aside the 2016 tape because we'll talk about that later. She testified about a plane incident. When she's sitting on the plane with Sean Combs, he allegedly shows her videos of freak-offs as a way to intimidate her. She says she felt trapped. They land. He demands a freak-off. He gets a freak-off. So what do you have there? Travel, you have coercion, you have a sex act. That, to me, feels like the clearest cut case of sex trafficking so far in this case.
Defense attorney Sarah.
He's definitely a prosecutor because he's cherry picking this one incident on a jet. Okay, here's the deal. Where the defense did damage, Brian, is that they had her read her texts one after another, and it was replete with consent, autonomy, and agency to make a choice. And I think where she really lost credibility for me was at the end of her cross-examination when defense counsel asked her, how much did you get from the hotel, right? Because the theme here is a money grab. And she was not wanting to disclose it. Oh, I don't know. And then it was $10 million. How do you not know that you're about to get a check for $10 million? She lost credibility right then and there. And you know what? The deal is that I think the defense has handled her with care on cross, which I think is a great tactic, but they're not going to handle her with care in closing argument, right? They're going to say, look, she read the text. She was in a loving relationship. They focused on the love in the relationship, not the abuse, and that she's time and time again consenting. If no means no, then yes means yes.
Okay, Susan, you've heard from the prosecution and the defense. What do you think the jury's going to think?
I think the jury is going to side with Jesse's position from the prosecution. So 1 score for Jesse, only because, you know, first of all, I shouldn't say only because, but her overall presentation, right? She was young at the time. She's now pregnant. She was crying on the stand. She was very emotional. You could see that she was quivering. And even though we know that she may have consented, overall, I think that the evidence will prove, and I think the jury will see and knows that this was coercion, just like Jesse has stated.
Okay, number 2 now, you both felt that